Hey, hello everyone. So I wanted to give clarification of the work for this week. It's the last week of new required work for the district. Next week and the week after, I don't know how we're going to do attendance. Hoping to find out the staff meeting tomorrow. I will be providing opportunities for further learning and trying to put some fun stuff out as well. It's also an opportunity for those of you who have fallen behind for whatever reason to be able to catch up with some of your work. So let's go ahead and I'm going to share the screen. So you should be able to see me still, but this is our task list for this week. And it's not nearly as bad as it looks. Why? The first thing is fun one. There's a little video playing around. If there's decent weather and you want to go outside and play some horse and see if you can do better than my shooting, go right ahead. Not required. Task one, Gettysburg activity. If you open that up, all that it is once again, like we did a lot of last week, you take your time, you read the passage, you use the passage to answer the questions. We've got some people doing really well, some people doing very poorly, not taking their time and finding the information. So please take your time. You have the information right there. It's not a quiz. None of these are traditional quizzes. They're looking at the material. You'll go through one on Vicksburg and then a lot on the very important battle that turns the tide of the war, Gettysburg. There's some questions. There's a video to use to answer a question. Now you're back to the passage. You finish out. There's another video of me if you want to have some fun with that. And then some extended activities. You submit. When you're done, obviously check your answers. Okay, I've already got a bunch of people, as you can see. First period, there's already 4 that are done. The required Zoom. This is the last week of me for sure getting to see you. I want to see you again. Part of this class is the verbal participation. And I know it's not nearly the same as in class. It's so difficult to be as set up as we can, but it's asking you, and there's, I think, once again, I gave 8 or 9 time slots. So you need to have the Gettysburg activity done first, because we're going to reference certain things with Gettysburg. We're going to go into some stuff from last week, and it's an opportunity for you to come in and go, hey, Mr. Matheson, this has been a lot of content, and yeah, it's moving quick, and I haven't been able to ask questions. Come in with questions. That way you got the question over the material. That gets your participation out of the way as well, and we can go over it. Okay, I'm trying to take 5 hours worth of teaching in theory each week and try to fit it into 20 minutes once every 2 weeks. I'm not going to be able to fill in the blanks the way I want to, but we're giving you the opportunity to go over some things. Like we need to go over the Emancipation Proclamation from last week. That was tough. That's very difficult to get on your own. And even when I cover it 2 or 3 times, it still doesn't click for everybody. So we'll do the best that we can. So you got the Zoom. I would get that done sooner rather than later. Get the activity 1 done and do the Zoom tomorrow night at 7:30 and get it done. Then your week is in great shape. The third task is not even 15 minutes worth. It's another checkpoint on how the war ends. It is 5 questions total with an extra credit. It is not much. Take your time, find the information from the passage. Then beyond that, I will have some kind of summary video with maybe some stuff to actually like complete information wise, but I think it's more of a, here's kind of the goal for the rest of the week or the next 2 weeks. So I'm waiting until after our staff meeting tomorrow to finalize how I want to do that, because we're missing the last part of the year, which is Reconstruction, which is a huge component of American history that you will not get at the high school. And a lot of the things from Reconstruction are very critical to what's going on today in 2020. So we'll have something here, but it won't take up that much time. As you can see, those first couple activities don't take up much time at all. And I've done that on purpose so that you have time to finish the collage that you hopefully started from last week. I just took the directions in the task from the May 11th to 15th and slid it up into the new week. So it's the new task 5. I know it says activity 7. You're going to use information from every single resource that we've done over these 2 weeks. And if you got questions, we can ask at the beginning of any Zooms, or tonight on Monday. There's a 7:30. Okay, you watched my video, you read the directions, I still confused you. What do you need me to go over? I'm trying to make myself available to you as much as possible during this time. I know it's not easy. The last two, I mean, really, for most, I mean, there's really no need for extra credit, but I wanted to throw it out there. This is a fascinating video on alternative histories. What if the South would have actually won the Civil War? How different would our country be? How different would have things been? And it's an interesting video, and there's some things you can do it as a challenge. I might be able to replace something smaller from earlier at the beginning of the year. If you did not do that, we'll figure out a way. I'm not freaking out about it. And then the last one, it rained a lot this weekend, so I didn't get to do this. But on Friday, we unfortunately missed our formal. Excuse me. So I'm going to do a Matheson style of the 8th grade formal, and I hope to have it to you by Friday, but it really just depends on the weather because when I dance outside. You guys gave me a lot of suggestions on songs. I have no idea what most of them are, so I need time to actually look at them and figure out a playlist and figure out how I'm going to do this. But I hope that you'll enjoy it if you look at it. It's going to be Matheson style, silly, of course, but some of you are like, I don't want to deal with it. You don't have to, not required. So hopefully when you look at that, you realize there's not a huge amount of new content and it's really short stuff. And then you have time to work on the collage. So if the collage doesn't make sense, I would start organizing some thoughts. Send me an email. I can call you via your parents' number or your number. Because on my phone, I can just star 67 it and I can email you at a time, say it's going to come up restricted and we can talk about it. We can Zoom, we can do whatever you need. I know this video is taking a little bit longer than I wanted, but I wanted to make sure that you got the opportunity to go back over things. If you have fallen behind on work, I obviously get these tasks done, get the tasks done that you need to for your other classes. But then, I mean, Memorial Day weekend is coming up and then we've got the 2 weeks. Don't wait till the end to catch up on your stuff. I'm hoping, depending on how many emails I get and things throughout the day, to really catch up on grading today. I don't know if I'll be all the way there, but I'm going to do the best that I can. I've kind of locked myself in the room. The rain's coming down. It's nice and cool, and just going to tackle as much as I can. So please email me. Please holler at me, whatever you need. And we will go from there. So let me go ahead, and now you can see my face. Have a great week until I see you for the Zoom. Bye, guys.